Do we?
let's see. And also, I don't know. Wait, I somebody other one, but and I was gonna ask you about this, River. How
Hmm.
has the national emergency things been going? Because I've seen a few states having the National Guard on the ready.
Oh,
Is everything calm?
as far as I know, I haven't seen any news alerts of anything happening yet. But the like partially the National Guard has been mobilized because they're expecting such a big turnout, and
Mm,
like for example, like the National Guard is turning out to, I think, conduct polling, like to be at the polls and to help run the polls, largely because there are not as many like poll people, like poll workers out there, because largely poll workers in the United States tend to be older or elderly, and their
yeah.
willingness to go out and work the polls this year has gone down a lot because of COVID-19.
Yes. It's yeah, I was wondering too because I saw that Chicago already had the National Guard put in,
Mm-hmm.
and at first I was wondering if that was just about like the unrest because we have seen a lot of Trump supporters sort of their moods have really risen in the past
Oh
days
yeah,
with the yeah
the closures, the running the
yeah
Biden bus off the road, stuff like that.
yes yes it's been yeah, so I am worried and it seems like mm, I don't know. It's been calm so far. As you've said, I haven't seen any big news of any sort of unrest. Any Everything seems to have been very chill so far.
Yeah, let's take a look. Here's a piece from Politico from 2 days ago. Election day becomes doomsday scenario for militia groups. So far, the rhetoric has largely been inflammatory posturing, but the chatter that began over the summer has taken a darker turn in recent weeks. So, like, I think largely what is going to happen, because I'm not seeing a ton of news stories right now about like people being intimidated and turned away at the polls by like armed gunmen or anything like that. I was a little bit worried about that. But I am worried about like tomorrow, you know, uh, and
Yeah,
the following days. So
yeah,
we'll have to see how this turns out.
yeah. It's going to be interesting also seeing the stories if there were actually Trump supporters going out to the polls and actually intimidating people, as the president and many people were suggesting them to do,
Right.
basically. And I think that will sort of drip in as well, because I cannot imagine that there won't be at least some that will sort of try to do some sort of election sort of interference in some way. Uh, but it seems to have been calm so far.
Yeah, USA Today had an article about 9 hours ago about concerns of extremist violence, voter intimidation at polls fail to materialize. Good. I'm really glad. I did not want that to happen.
Yes.
So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed that stays steady. So far, I think,
Yeah.
by the way, that like a lot of the concerns on both sides have hinged on the election results. So
Mm.
like, I think people on the right seem very certain that their man's gonna win. People on the left really hoping that their man's gonna win. And I think that if Biden does win, these people are gonna blow their fucking minds. You know, they're gonna blow their lids.
Yeah, I've seen both from both sides right now. I've seen this sort of a bit of unrealistic expectations from both, but I've seen a lot more from from Joe Biden voters, a lot more like level-headedness. If you've gone into, I recently saw Destiny on Sargon's stream, which
Oh
was
yeah.
a mess.
Oh, I
Oh yeah,
wait. I'm a mess. How like Destiny
uh,
agreeing with Sargon is Destiny going
no,
full alt right?
no. So Destiny was a good lad. He did a good job. He it was basically a politics 101 with Sargon and just trying to teach him that like, hey, if Trump actually wins this state, it doesn't mean anything. And Sargon is being like was had a very hard time accepting this, but because Sargon is basically sort of hinging on that this will be a landslide for Trump, it's going to be a popular win, it's going to be an electoral win, like for the electoral college,
Oh,
And
by the way,
yeah,
just everyone watching, there is no way in hell that Trump wins the popular vote this time around. His
oh
his
no, no,
his approval rating in the United States is abysmal overall. Like, come on
yes,
now, come on now.
yeah, that's impossible. And yeah, yeah, Sargon is just, I don't know if it's just like the maddest copium in the world or if he's actually believing this because
I think
I have no
Sargon
idea.
is a true believer. I think that Sargon is like a wild and crazy guy, you know, and not in the good way.
he, he is indeed. Yeah, and most of the people in there was just like, yeah, it's going to be a landslide for Trump and it's going to be so easy and watch all these socialists crying in the morning, basically, which was pretty funny.
I'm not
Uh,
gonna lie, I'm not immune to that kind of feeling either. Like I would really love it. I would really love it to see these people finally get some measure of comeuppance by reality. But we'll see
yes,
how things shake out tonight. You know.
yes, if like I can feel the same way with at least Sargon because he's so secure. He's built up this huge tower, and if that falls, I don't know how he's gonna handle that. But people
Well,
like Sargon are
he's
also,
gonna go back to making videos about shoe on head. That like,
oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Sorry, people like Sargon are the best mental gymnasts in the world, so I
Oh, for
believe
sure.
that he will be able to sort of bounce back from this pretty easily.
Uh,
If
Mitch
everything goes
McConnell
well.
is currently projected to win in Kentucky. That's not great.
Oh, that's harsh. That's probably somewhat even a more important election than even the president in certain
True.
ways.
Let's take a look at how Florida's doing. Ooh, 86% reporting, and currently our lad is down by like, whew, almost 2 points. That's bad. He's trailing by 200,000 votes.
Are they on? So I haven't actually looked up how you guys count your votes, but do you do mail-in at the same time, or is that afterwards?
So it depends on the state. So a state like Pennsylvania doesn't start counting mail-in votes until after the polls close, and because
Mhm.
they've been like inundated with mail-in votes, we might not know the total results for a while now.
So how's that looking in Florida? Do they do the same, or
I do not know. We can take a look. Let's figure it out, fam.
yeah, because mail-in votes are pretty unanimously going to be in favor of Biden, right?
When
Seems like.
are mail-in votes counted in Florida? Well, I mean, on paper, mail-in voting is impartial. So let's see.
Yeah.
Florida could decide. Let's see. Let's take a look. What what is this website?
What?
What?
The- Wow, the New
All
York
right.
Times were really they went they went extra with this one.
How many states can we lose and still win? Depends. It really depends. Each state is not worth the same amount of electoral votes. Yeah, and mail-in voting has trended left. Wolf Job is correct at that. The issue is that, and this is why Republicans generally favor like voter disenfranchisement, is that the more voters you have in an election, the more it tends towards the left. So you know, disenfranchisement is in the best interest of the Republican Party, so they pursue those policies. How to do. Here we go. Vote by mail. Vote by mail. Ballot must be mailed no later than 5 p.m. on the 10th day before the election. Okay. But when is it counted?
Biden is apparently still in a big lead here.
Where?
according to Google metrics. Just overall, it seems like 52% of the vote to Donald Trump's, let's see, 46.7. That's a pretty sizable margin so far, but
So far, yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of red left to be counted.
Yes, there is. So, so far, Texas is holding pretty strong here. We're at 32% reporting in Texas, with 51.5% in favor of Biden. That's pretty good. Pennsylvania is overwhelmingly
Oh,
for Biden, but only 4% reporting, so discount that. Um,
Texas is pretty wild.
Ohio. Ohio is at 45% reporting and 55% in favor of Biden.
It's great.
Done randomly, if you need to sleep to get through this, go for it, my friend. I'm just
Yeah,
here to help you all inhale the hopium, okay? Just
yes,
breathe deeply. Send
yes, that's the most.
send your energy. Yeah, send our boy Biden your energy, please.
Yeah, Biden needs it.
Yeah, exactly. He's
He,
he's a he's a sleepy boy.
yes, yes.
Biden now narrowly in the lead, according to ABC. Only 2 electoral votes separate these two gentlemen.
It is close, but it isn't a lot counted yet.
Yeah,
Like,
let's see. Oof. So this is from the Sun Sentinel. Florida, for once, could be a clarion of clarity. As a writer, I appreciate that. On the night of November 3rd or the next day, and other states could get the dishonor of leaving the presidential result unknown for days, weeks, or even months. We're going to be a shining star on election night, said Craig Latimer, president of the Florida State Association of Supervisors of Elections and the election supervisor in Hillsborough County. Wow, what a mouthful of a title. Um,
yeah, Jesus Christ. I was waiting for you to sort of mention that. Just
let's see, we're generally in a better situation than some other states because we have an infrastructure in place to handle mail in ballots, unlike some other states. Uh, if the election is decisive enough, we should be able to call Florida on election night. So there is some ifs. Let's see. Oh, in Florida, state law allows processing those mail ballots weeks before election day. Okay, so that's good. We should know relatively. At least a lot of like the earlier voting results, they could be counting some results after the fact, like that are postmarked before election day but didn't get there in time. So yeah. Okay, so we might have a clear answer on Florida. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice.
yeah. Soon we can probably call like or no, I'm not gonna jinx anything, but it's weird to be able to almost call Texas blue.
Almost. Yeah,
Because
I mean it's 38% reporting. I'm not going to
yeah,
count it out though cuz Florida swung hard over the last like 10%. So,
yeah, yeah, anything can happen, right? That's why I'm waiting. But it's like Texas for me, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild to see like a blue. Such a shift.
I mean
Like
the same right now like Google has Kansas as blue. I don't think I
yeah,
don't think Kansas will go blue, but we'll see.
yeah, anything anything's
Autumn
possible.
leaves. Get distracted. Get used to it. These babies, they're only getting bigger, okay?
True, true. You have a very snazzy look today. That's very
Thank
good. It's good
you.
that I'm not on. It's good that I'm not on camera. I cannot live up to what you're working with here.
This is my power like my power dom outfit for the office.
It is powerful. Definitely is.
uh I know you said if
Well,
Biden wins either Texas or Florida, then it's likely to be a win overall. If he loses both those, does he still have a reasonable path to victory? You know what? Let's check. I need to clarify to you all like I'm not like anywhere near like an expert on elections or anything like that. So I'm just doing my best, same as all of you. I'm trying to present the information. So for the sake of argument, if Biden loses Texas and Florida, then it's still a toss up. Biden is still
Yeah,
favored to win, even if he loses both of those states. But Trump has a much larger chance of winning if he gets both of those.
yeah.
Um,
And
it's hard to
in
mod.
the other way, in the other way around, it's like if Trump takes Florida, that's not enough. If he takes Pennsylvania, that's not enough. Like Trump has such like a long road to go in comparison. Like,
Yeah. Now to be clear, if Trump does win Pennsylvania, Florida, and Texas, it starts
yes,
swinging massively in the other direction.
yes,
However, given the numbers available, like if he just wins two of those, so like if he wins Pennsylvania and Florida, he still only has like a 9% chance of winning. If
yeah,
if he wins like Texas and Florida, he only has a 5% chance of winning. Um, and if like he gets Texas and Pennsylvania, still not that great. So like he needs all three of these to really weight his chances in the other direction.
that's the thing. You don't want to be like,
I'm not gonna
I
say he
do want to.
can't. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. You like every sort of part of reality is telling me to be a bit hopeful, and
yeah.
hopeful is always good, but to be like even more positive, and
Hmm.
just the other part of my brain is screaming like 2016, just quiet, and let's see where this goes, and
Yeah,
be
like
prepared.
I've played enough XCOM. I know that you can miss a 90% shot. So
Yeah,
it's possible that he can win. It's possible. I'm not ever gonna tell you guys that it's not possible for him to win until this thing is over. Okay, but
true.
the chances are overwhelmingly in favor of Joe Biden.